Good evening. I'd like you to stand first for the Star Spangled Banner. Good evening. On behalf of the Panther Valley School District, I welcome you to the 1996 graduation ceremonies. This is a solemn occasion for all the families and friends of the graduates. I would remind you that the purpose of the people up here is to give you a fine picture, so we would ask you to refrain from coming to the front to take pictures. We'll get fine pictures from the professional photographers. We ask you to hold your applause to all the graduates who receive their diplomas, and to remember the solemnity of this occasion. For these, the graduates, your sons and daughters, this is a major step into the world of adulthood, and let's send them off with the respect that they deserve. I would like to introduce now the president of the class of 1996, Matthew Heffelfinger.
Panther Valley School Board, administration, faculty, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, and classmates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this evening's Panther Valley classes of 1996 commencement exercise, marking the 32nd commencement celebration of the Panther Valley High School. If a story of our journey were ever written, one would find it laden with many twists and turns. The class of 96 has endured happy and sad times, hardships and rejoicing. And oh yes, one of the snowiest winters ever to strike northeastern Pennsylvania. But no matter what, nothing or no one can keep us here any longer. Our time has finally arrived. We have ultimately achieved our dream of high school graduation and will shortly be presented that coveted high school diploma that we worked so hard over the last 13 years to earn. Classmates, let us pause for a moment and reflect about what commencement means to each of us. Webster's dictionary suggests that commencement is to enter upon, begin, and to initiate formally by performing the first act of. In other words, today isn't the end for each of us, it's a new beginning. A new beginning, a new journey into life, along a new road, the road of responsibility. Our lives will follow diverse roads upon graduation that will require each of us to apply the skills and knowledge learned at Panther Valley almost daily. Will Rogers was absolutely correct when he said, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. No matter how much knowledge we have gained, nothing will come of it unless we do something, unless we commit ourselves and our energies to making a difference in our future endeavors. As the Panther Valley class of 1996 travels down the road of life, we must remember that success is a journey, not a destination. We must keep our lives in balance, have fun at whatever we do, nurture positive attitudes in ourselves and others, and always keep a keen eye on our long-term goals, because it's through our vision, hopes, and dreams that we will succeed. We must be supremely confident in our abilities and accept all challenges with vigor. I wish my classmates much success in their future, reminding them that success will come to them in cans and not in cannots. Thank you, Panther Valley Board of Education, school administration and faculty, parents and family members and friends, think of us often, as we will think of you. To the Panther Valley class of 1996, thank you for being a part of my life. Good luck as you travel down the road to success. Let's make a difference.
Thank you, Matthew. The student address will be given by Zachary Venerable, the salutatorian of the class of 1996.
I bid the audience and students welcome on this fine evening of high emotions and distinction. My job, standing up here tonight, is quite simple. I am to commend the class of 1996 for their hard work, perseverance, honesty, and overall achievements. Parents, you should be very, very proud to know of your children's work this past school year. It has taken a large amount of toiling and self-regulation in order to have reached this point in their young and inexperienced lives. Time will only tell if these students can stand true to the principles in which they, on the whole, have demonstrated this senior year. Class of 1996, I salute you. I salute the jobs which you all have accomplished. I salute the camaraderie we have shared, and I salute the relentless strides in which you have taken towards the future. May you have received the same sanguine emotions I felt as the time we have spent together came and went. I wish you all nothing but the best. Now, as I had mentioned before, my task tonight was to salute these individuals to the best of my ability, which I hope I have just done. In a sense, I should feel the rapture of finality sweeping over my already fretful form, correct? No. I feel the need also to salute a certain group of others. These others, as I will term them at this moment, are the givers of our knowledge, the guiders of our intentions, and the tolerators of our youthful tirades, our teachers. With my deepest regards and sympathy, I commend those who have led my class and I through these halls of learning from which now we all reluctantly depart. Thank you for all the extra time you have invested after class and after school. Your contributions will pay off in the long run, on my part as well as yours. In concluding this, my final soapbox speech, I am both ecstatic and doleful in my thoughts. I am pleased to be moving on, yet I know that I will miss my meanderings through these black, white, and gold corridors. I guess that is what growing old in one's ways is all about. Being able to move on towards a higher purpose, but never, ever forgetting the importance of past experiences that have played such an essential role in the molding of our young minds. Hopefully, at this point, the class of 1996 will be able to utilize those young and impressionable minds to recall one of the many philosophies uttered by the late Richard Davidjak, an educator who spent his last days instructing this graduating class. "Yoy, you kids gotta learn this stuff," was the familiar cry spoken by a man who knew a bit about life and its crazy ways. Please, everyone, remember these words from the D. They are the basis of all that is to be accomplished in life. Thank you.
The valedictorian address will be presented by Brian Davis, the valedictorian of the class of 1996.
Parents, teachers, friends, and fellow classmates, may I extend to you a warm welcome. My mother always told me that my high school days would be the best of my life. Soon, my fellow classmates and I will find out if my mom's words ring true. It seems just like yesterday when this class of 1996 entered this building for the first time as freshmen. Where did these 4 years go? While this commencement marks the end of our high school years, it also signals the starting point of life's long journey. Classmates, I ask you, will our journey be a success? With success, however, one must face that nasty word, failure. If one never fails in life, it means he or she has not tried hard enough. To fail is to try. We must, through diligence and dedication, overcome our setbacks. Lee Iacocca, raised in relative obscurity, fired by the Ford Motor Company, has risen to become one of the highest paid and perhaps the most effective executive in the United States of America. His name, despite recent developments, is synonymous with that of the Statue of Liberty. In 1986, when the United States Space Shuttle Challenger exploded, many believed it would send our space program into a tailspin. Much to everyone's surprise, this disaster actually acted as a catalyst, making the United States space program what it is today. Sitting on this stage tonight, we all feel the thrill of success. But how long will it be before we all come face to face with failure? Will it occur tomorrow? Next week? Next year? Will it occur in college, marriage, the service, health? Nobody really knows. I can tell you, however, that it is on its way for each and every one of us. What will you do when it strikes? Quit? Turn to drugs or alcohol? Resort to violence? Or will you accept it as a challenge, fight back, and turn it into success? When failure strikes, as it most certainly will, and you have come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Above all, always remember, I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. What I can do, I ought to do. And by the grace of God, I will. Thank you.
Thank you to the three students. I'd like to now introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Raymond E. Ocker, for some remarks.
First of all, I'd like to say that these previous people are really tough acts to follow, so it won't take a lot of time. I'd like to formally invite everyone to this joyous occasion to witness this most important event in a high school student's life, their graduation. I do not look on the past of these successful students, only their future and the successes it will bring to each of them. Each of you is an ambassador of goodwill to the pride of Panther Valley. Go forward with your earned knowledge and make us proud of you. You will truly be missed by the board, the administration, the faculty who nurtured you, and most importantly, your parents as you venture on into life. Go forth with the ideas that you can accomplish anything you strive to achieve if your will is behind your goals. Good luck in your future endeavors, and may God bless. Thank you.
It is now time for the honors awards to the graduates of the class of 1996. First, I would like to introduce the officers of the class of 1996. I would like them to stand and be recognized as a group. First, the President, Matthew Heffelfinger. The Vice President, Bertram Burke. The Secretary, Kristen Romanko, and the Treasurer, Richard Clifford. The student council representatives: Nicole Horinda, Nicole Mizak, Beth Ann Molinari, Michael Turano, and Samantha Ziegler. The seniors of the National Honor Society: Jobina Caligiaro, Brian Davis, Marta Fox, Christina Gogol, Heather Green, Jeremy Hammond, Christopher Marek, Brandon McKee, Nicole Mizak, Mitchell Reinheimer, Kristen Romanko, Zachary Venable, Michael Zavagowski, and Samantha Ziegler. The top 10 students of the class of 1996. When you take a look at the top 10 and you look at how close the grade point averages are, you realize how difficult it is for these students to attain the work that they have over the course of 4 years of high school, and how much hard work it took on their parts. Number one of the class, Brian Davis, with an average of 95.73. Number two, Zachary Venerable, 95.57. Number three, Christina Gogol, 94.68. Number four, Jeremy Heilman, 94.37. Number five, Michael Zamagowski, 94.24. Number six, Brandon McKee, 94.13. Number seven, Heather Green, 93.76. Number eight, Nicole Mizak, 93.52. Number 9, Mitchell Reinheimer, 93.02. And number 10, Marta Fox, 92.98. If you listen to how close those averages are, you realize how much hard work these people did. I would now like to call the class valedictorian of the class of 96 to the front, Brian Davis, to receive his awards. The first award is the Panther Valley Board of Education Award, a $500 savings bond to the valedictorian of the class of 1996. The second award is the John F. Curciaro, and I apologize for that mispronunciation, Memorial Scholarship Award for the valedictorian of the class of 1996. The award is a $200 check. I'd like to call the salutatorian of the class of 1996 forward, Zachary Venerable, for his awards. First award is the Panther Valley Board of Education Award, a $200 bond. The second award is the Philomena G. Fazio Memorial Scholarship Award for the salutatorian. This is a $200 check. His other award is the Panther Valley Chamber of Commerce Youth Award for superior performance by a student and for his community activities. This award was chosen by the faculty and is a $50 check. The Senator James J. Rhodes Good Citizenship Award. This award is a certificate for leadership and unselfish awards to others. It is also presented to Zachary. The following awards are presented to Mitchell Reinheimer. Mitchell, could you come forward? The first award to Mitchell is the William T. Richards Community Achievement Award for Outstanding Devotion and Community Service. This award is a $100 bond. He also receives the Richard McIntyre Mathematics Award. It is a $100 bond awarded to a senior who is in the top 10% of the class and has successfully completed all 6 academic math courses and exemplifies the qualities of diligence, perseverance, and strong work ethics. Mitchell is also receiving a College Misericordia $4,000 annual academic scholarship. Next, I would like to call forward Rachel Burrell. The first award presented to Rachel is the August and Mildred Gula Award. It's presented to the senior who will enter a nursing program and has attained a high average in science, exhibited a caring attitude, and is involved in community service. This award is a $100 bond. The next award is the Allentown College of St. Francis de Sales Departmental Scholarship. This is a $2,500 per year renewable scholarship. The third award is the Mark Frassinelli Memorial Award presented by the Pennsylvania Nursing Association, Local 735. This award is a bond of $50. I'd like to call forward Jeremy Howman. Jeremy has been named a commended student in the 1996 National Merit Scholarship Program. He placed in the top 5% of more than 1 million students who entered the qualifying contest. The Carbon County Bar Association Scholarship is awarded to Jeremy. This is a $500 scholarship. Selection was made by the high school faculty and is given to a senior who showed a strong work ethic, demonstrated honesty, conscientiousness, and is a credit to the school and community. The Thomas J. McCall Memorial Scholarship Award for the graduate who has excelled in social studies exemplifies traits of willingness to help others and put maximum effort to accomplish his goals is also awarded to Jeremy and is a $200 check. I'd like to call forward Jeremy Bennick. The CHOSE Award in memory of Joseph Chappie Sharp was selected by the faculty and is given to the senior who best exemplifies the ideals of church, home, organization, school, and environment. The award is a $50 bond. Jeremy is also receiving the Philadelphia College of Bible Academic and Leadership Scholarship. Jeremy is also receiving the Panther Valley Ministerium Award. It is given annually to a senior for meaningful activity in church, school, and community. The award is a $25 check. I'd like to call forward Nicole Mizak. Nicole is being awarded the Senator James J. Rhodes Good Citizenship Award consisting of a certificate for leadership and unselfish service to others. And she's also going to be presented with the Panther Valley School District Faculty Scholarship Award. It's a $500 cash award to be awarded to the senior with the highest numerical average and is majoring in education in college. I'd like to call Samantha Ziegler forward. Samantha is receiving the Lansford Rotary Club First Valley Bank Commencement Award, granted under the principle of service above self. The recipient of this award was voted on by the faculty. This award is a $200 bond. She's also receiving the Ponce Republican Annual Commencement Award for presentation to the graduate who exemplifies the most consideration for other members of the class and faculty. This award is a $50 check. The following award is going to be presented to Philip Brill. Philip is receiving the Jet Computing Data Service Award presented to the highest ranking senior in accounting and bookkeeping. The award is a $100 bond. I would like Christina Gogol to come forward. Christina is being presented with the Panther Valley Women's Club Award. It's presented to a senior with the highest academic average pursuing a career in the medical field. This is a $100 bond. Would Brandon McKee come forward, please? Brandon is being presented with the Robert R. Fritzinger III Memorial Award, presented to the senior with the highest grade average in history. This is a $100 award. Would Matthew Heffelfinger come forward, please? Matthew is being presented with the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award, given to a senior for demonstrating qualities of dependability, leadership, service, and patriotism. This award consists of a certificate and a pin. The following award is presented to Heather Green. Heather is being presented with the William Flyzik Memorial Scholarship Award and is presented to a deserving senior who will be attending college in the fall and who displays qualities of dependability and possesses a caring attitude. This is a check for $200. The following scholarship is presented to Michael Geditz. Michael is being presented with the Albright College Presidential Award in the amount of $5,000 per year for 4 years. Michael Zamangowski, please. Michael is receiving the Lycoming Academic Scholarship in the amount of $3,000 per year for 4 years. Kristen Midas. Kristen is being presented with the Lehigh County Community College $1,000 renewable scholarship for academic study, potential achievement, and excellent character. I would like now to call on Matthew Heffelfinger for the passing of colors.
Ruth Richards. Thank you. As president of the class of 19... Microphone? As president of the class of 1996, it is my privilege and honor to present these school colors to you, Ruth Richards, the president of the class of 1997. I ask you to honor, cherish, and respect the black, gold, and white banner, as classes have in the past, so that future generations will know the value and importance of a Panther Valley education. On behalf of the class of 1996, I extend to the class of 1997 my best wishes in keeping the PV tradition alive with pride.
I, Ruth Richards, as president of the class of 1997, promise that my classmates and I will uphold these colors to the highest of honor, be it in classroom, academics, or in the field of athletics. The black, gold, and white pride and tradition will continue in the hearts and minds of those who follow you. May I extend best wishes to you, Matt, and to the class of 1996. May you enjoy success in all your endeavors.
Dr. Vermillion, can you please come forward? I promise I'll be short about this one. Last summer, after senior class elections, the Panther Valley class of 1996 discussed the possibility of presenting a special gift to the Panther Valley School District. We consulted with faculty member Mr. Rick Morgans and came to the conclusion that the ideal gift would be a bronze-plated Panther. It was our dream the Panther could be mounted on a handsome wooden base, then placed in the high school vestibule, serving as an icon for all those who visit Panther Valley High School to view, similar to the manner in which the Penn State Nittany Lion is viewed. With the help of Mr. Morgans and several of our parents, we searched across the United States for a suitable Panther to leave as a gift, only to discover the cost of a bronze-plated Panther and the size we desired would exceed $6,000. Just as our dream began to falter, an idea to replace the brass Panther with a more durable concrete version came to the forefront. We decided a heavier and long-lasting concrete Panther was ideal and could serve for years to come as a special icon at Panther Valley. An icon not only of durability, but one of beauty and a great place for students and visitors to meet. Mrs. Clifford, before her untimely death, helped in locating the Panther, and under the direction of class advisors Jerry Baker and Charles McHugh, our dream was revitalized. We consulted with Principal Gemelli and Superintendent Ocker, who agreed our tribute was great and suggested we contact the Panther Valley Board of Education for their approval. We were extremely pleased when the school board gave us their blessing, and we went about making arrangements to obtain the Panther. During one of the worst storms of 1996, my parents drove to Zanesville, Ohio, and brought back with them our Panther. Once at Panther Valley, Mr. Kokinda, Mr. Williams, and Mr. Yeagley unloaded the 21-inch high by 18-inch wide and 41-inch long, 397-pound icon. Our project, however, was still not complete. We needed a fitting display for our gift. Recognizing our need, faculty member Scott Reinhardt came to the rescue, volunteering his woodworking skills to build a base to mount the Panther on. Dr. Vermillion, Panther Valley Board of Education, parents, family members, and friends of Panther Valley, as you entered the building this evening, you noticed a unique addition to the hallway in front of the library. As president of the class of 1996, I present to you Dr. Vermillion, president of the Panther Valley School Board of Education, the Panther Valley Panther and the plaque to be placed on the Panther's base to commemorate this special occasion, exemplifying our gratitude for all your love, concerns, help, and tears throughout our years at Panther Valley. Thank you.
On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, and the community as a whole, we extend our thanks to Matthew and the class of 1996. Thank you.
I'd like to call Dr. Vermillion and Dr. Ocker forward for the presentation of diplomas. This is the time when everybody's been waiting for, really. Max Gasker. Michael Geddes, Jr. Jonathan Vincent. Thomas Albert Vermillion, presented by his father, Dr. Louis Vermillion. Michael Crampsey, presented by his uncle, Thomas Schober. Michael Matrazo. John Stephen Orsolog. Brandon John McKee, presented by his mother, Mrs. Mary McKee. Michael Vincent Toronto. Bertram Burke, Jr. Joseph Jackowitz. Lee Maini. Jeremy Heilman. Andrew Staley. Mitchell Reinheimer. Joseph Devonglowski. Matthew O'Donnell. William Hunsinger. Heather Trainer Green. Christy Lee Deminovich. Christina Carol Ann Vogel. Angela Marie Evans. Jobina Marie Coniglio. Michelle Nicole Arinda. Valerie Reese. Richard Clifford. Lorianne Benetsky. Samantha Lee Yassin. Christine A. Lowmaster. Sharon Marie Leimenberg. Jennifer Lynn Miller. Diane Marie Summers. Marta Lee Fox. Tara Marie Goida. Doreen M. Chinosky. Matthew A. Heffelfinger, presented by his mother, Mrs. Corinne Heffelfinger. Brian R. Davis. Zachary Venerable. Rachel Michelle Tayala. Tara A. Barron. Nicole Michelle Harinda. Megan Rose Sirfos. Wendy Kamenitsky. Renee Marie Ogazalik. Jennifer Ann Miller. Dr. Vermillion, would you come to this side? Am I back on? Eugene Turner. Richard Kellner. Chad Malaska. Thomas Turner. Mark Dunn. William Bonus. Francis Merrick. Ronald Shaw Yurchik. Michael Ross Ocampo. Nicholas DeGilio. Christopher Merrick. Andrew DeGilio. Michael Zamangaski. Jeremy Wayne Bennett. Stephen Reisetter. Philip Grill. Jeffrey Calera. Melissa McDonald. Lisa Marie Bohannon. Brenda Ferrens. Carrie Ann Damien. Jamie Lynn Dershalitis. Tara Lynn Barron. Kristen Hope Romanko. Carrie Elizabeth Kondertavich. Beth Ann Molinari, presented by her mother, Mrs. Teresa Molinari. Kristen Marie Midas. Carrie Warman. Nicole Christine Mizak. Sarah Elizabeth Papish. Leslie Ann Sell. Melanie Jo Couch. Nicole L. Bennett. Alice Marie Matisse. Linda Murphy. Marlena Ellen Mitzik. Samantha Marie Ziegler. Christina Swolensky. Renee Chitasanda. Rachel Marie Burrell. Ginger Lee Heckman. Rosalie Fienza. I would now call on the superintendent of the schools to confer through his power as superintendent the graduation ceremonies.
I imagine this is a moment that everyone has been waiting for over the last 13 years. Upon the powers vested to me by the Department of Education as a district superintendent, I, Dr. Ray E. Ocker, do hereby declare each of you as qualified high school graduates of 1996. You may turn your tassels. Congratulations.